to the Combine MT's digital yoga. Yoga? What even is that? Yoga is about comfy sweaters and love. It's really about being the best version of yourself. Yoga means to yoke, to bring together the spirit, the mind, the body, to really connect all of these things that we have going on, and the things that we don't really pay attention to connecting. We don't realize how incredible it is to have your mind and your body on the same wavelength until you actually feel it and you can feel the power of that connection and that yoking. I think that people have a really hard time letting go and being silly. Yoga is having fun. Letting go, being yourself, being silly, smiling, laughing, showing up on your mat, doing the hard work, feeling that sweat build up, but laughing at yourself along the way. And sometimes those things are hard to do when you're in a studio. You know, you're wearing skin-tight spandex and so is everybody else, and it's a little intimidating. And being able to say, yeah, my butt is up in the air in spandex, my foot's all weird, my arm is all twisted, my face is all messed up, my hair's in my eyes. That's why it's fun. Maybe you don't quite know what you're doing. Maybe this is the first time you've ever done yoga. That's what's so great about our program. No one's judging you. It's just you and the mat. So, in conclusion to what yoga is, it is a combination, a yoking of your mind, body, and soul, bringing all of those things together and really creating magic with it. You can go in so many different directions. My goal as a teacher is to really hop through this screen and virtually get into your living room or basement or the park, wherever you're streaming our yoga program, and to just share this passion of yoga that I have with everyone and anyone who's interested. A little background on my story is I started to practice yoga in college. Yoga was always a constant. It was always there. I got tons of inspiration from Instagram. I saw all these really inspirational men and women doing these things that were just crazy, like all of these inversions that I was obsessed with. And so I watched videos and I practiced and pretty much spent a good 2 years just doing yoga. And I really feel like I mastered this Western style of yoga. I got this modern, really contemporary style of yoga in a bag. Felt super comfortable with it, but I also felt like something was missing, and what was missing was the reason why I was doing yoga, the root of yoga. I was really out on this branch and on this little leaf, this little Western contemporary leaf, but I was missing that root, where yoga came from, what yoga was all about, kind of the tradition behind yoga. So I traveled to Nepal, and that's where I got my yoga teaching certificate. I learned the traditional Ashtanga style of yoga and learned the base postures. I learned the bits of religion and history behind all of the moves and why we're doing these things, and how to take this ancient practice and kind of mold and adapt it and take it into something that we can use today. So now I really feel like I have this Western style of yoga over here and this Eastern traditional style of yoga, and what I really want to do is just blend them all up and give them to you. Sometimes this classical style of yoga is really rigid and hardcore and a little intimidating, and at the same time we have this Western style of yoga that's intense, and we have all these yoga models, and it's kind of turned into more of an industry than anything. I would love it if you guys could join me in the immersion of these things, these two styles of yoga, and kind of create our own blend of traditional and modern yoga. So that's where I stand with yoga, but I'm always open to suggestions and feedback, whether it's good or bad. I don't care, just give it to me. I love to learn, and I want to give the people who are subscribing to our channel what they want. I have a couple of guidelines that I like to use when I'm teaching classes. One of them is to set your goals low and set a lot of them. That way you are feeling like you're successful in your yoga practice, you're accomplishing these little goals, and then you're inching forward towards maybe a bigger goal. And that is how you're going to feel great about what you're doing in yoga. And that's what I want you to do, is feel great. Another thing that I always tell people is that you know your body best. It makes it even harder when I'm not in the room with you. So I don't know what injuries you have. I don't know what kind of pain you're working with unless you tell me and just chat me up. If something hurts, you feel like your body is telling you no, then listen to your body. You know your body best, and don't do it. Or start smaller with a modification. Figure out a different way to get there. And then third of all, just have fun. Let go of all of those expectations you have for yourself. Just have fun with it. It's such a rare thing to just be kind of silly. And if you haven't already noticed, that's kind of what I am. I'm not the kind of teacher who's going to hold back from laughing. I will laugh. So, in conclusion, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and listening to me ramble on and introduce this new program that Hayden and I have been working so hard to get out to you guys. Check out the Combine MT Facebook and Instagram page. Email us if you have questions. Call us if you have questions. We are happy to help. We're not some big conglomerate company out there. It's Hayden and I. Most of you probably went to high school with us. You know us. You know that we're silly and we're not robots. So welcome to the Combine MT Digital Yoga.